Can I do a cheeky tiny little bit of info dumping today? Could I tell you about my favourite game, please? Okay, thanks. If you didn't already know, here is a crumb of owie lore. Where did I put the... I swear I had the crumb in my... Where is it? I freaking love The Sims 2. You heard me right. The Sims 2. When I was 7, my parents bought my sister and I a video game each. She got Barbie Magic of Pegasus, which I fondly remember as being an absolute banger. Like, maybe I should stream it sometime. If you didn't play it, you're missing out. There was ice skating and shit. Look at this playthrough I found. And I got The Sims 2, which I knew nothing about, but my dad installed it, I burned my Sims down in a house fire, and promptly cried about it while eating a Nutella sandwich. No, I am not kidding. Once I had the strength to try again, I was hooked. But owie, I hear you asking, probably, maybe. Why do you think this game is so good? Bias, in my autistic content creator with a special interest, is more likely than you think. But maybe the better question is, what makes The Sims 3 and The Sims 4 not as good? Cue a rampage at that suggestion. Lots of people have played the more recent Sims games, understandably. They are newer, they are more up to date, you hear about them more. They're also really expensive. So let me widen your mind as to what The Sims 2 is like. The Sims 2 was created in 2004 when EA developers took a bunch of coins, dropped them all on the floor, picked them up one by one, and depending on if it was a heads or a tails, inputted a 0 or 1 into the code. It's a little bit buggy here and there. You might be able to accidentally become older than your own parents in-game. Let me show you one of my favourite, creepiest glitches. So, child Sims can die and become ghosts, but the thing is, child Sims also get collected by their parents if they're out after 6 PM. Ghosts, obviously, haunt at night after 6 PM. This combination of children and ghosts wasn't accounted for in the code, and it means that random NPCs that shouldn't be appearing spawn in to try and collect the ghosts, but that's not how that works, and so it all just kind of goes a bit weird. Like, what the f*** is that? This is meant to be the texture for a skunk, but it's just on a random cat. Buggy. And so once you install mods that mean you won't accidentally blow your game up, you'll realise that The Sims 2 is rich in details, more than The Sims 3 or The Sims 4. I'm just going to quickly interrupt my own video because guess who finally figured out some merch? We've got stickers and magnets, how cool. We've got tote bags, look at all of those funky fresh colours. Mugs, have a look at this one up close, look at that. We've got pins in 2 different sizes. There are phone cases. Ooh, look at all of those different types of phones you can make your phone case for. T-shirts have customizable colours, you can get them as hoodies and sweatshirts as well, tank top. In fact, look at all of these options, there's so many options. If you want to check it out, the link is going to be below. And if you buy some, please do show me on Discord, ping me with your photos, I want to see them. Okay, back to the video. Creator Only Abidoang has done a series featuring 200 features that are in The Sims 2, but not the more recent games. Don't really understand how EA could go backwards. Look, a teddy bear gets worn in over time. That's not a thing in The Sims 4. You have to buy groceries because your fridge will run out of stock. That's not a thing in The Sims 4. Not every sim is super fit. Not a thing in The Sims 4. Basic physics exists. There's 10 years of difference between these games, come on. You can even piss out a fire. Attention to detail is just so cute. Like other 2000s games, it's also a little bit spicy. Just needed a little nap, as this live drawing and excuse to see naked people class is in the evening. Got to take some notes for historic pessimism while we'll never learn. That's depressing. What a nice day to walk to Work is for Losers counterfeiting workshop. Just taking a shit before I go to my exploiting the environment for fun and profit class. Does anybody else miss getting absolutely obliterated emotionally by an Animal Crossing villager? In The Sims 2, you will get roasted. If the only remaining person in your household dies, oops, oopsie. The Grim Reaper might have something to say to you. If the point of playing The Sims 2 was to kill off all your Sims, then you would be the world champion. Here's what Death had to say when when Luigi died. What can really be said about Death? Well, for one, he's a Taurus. He prefers a lady on a pale horse to one in an overpriced SUV. And did you know that The Sims break the fourth wall? They'll let you know if you did something they didn't like. And the law? Oh, the law. This lady might be a murderer. Let's have a look who's in her backyard. We have euthanasia, early demise, rigor mortis. She's also the Grim Reaper. This guy here is cheating on her with her her sister, and also a maid. This guy got abducted by aliens and empregged. Yep, and ooh, just look what's in store for his brother. One of the biggest game mechanics is an emphasis on quality, or lack of quality, of life. With a wants and fears system, if their wants come true, their aspiration meter goes up. If their fears come true, it goes down. And if nothing comes true, and your sim is generally unfulfilled, the bar will deteriorate. If the aspiration meter becomes low enough, they start to visibly become frustrated and desperate until losing it altogether. It's this offensive? It's a cool mechanic though. Look, the psychiatrist is a figment of their imagination. Yeah, I don't know if this is offensive. Of course, The Sims 2 is limited in capability, given it stopped being updated in 2009. Some ideas are outdated. This is what being fat looks like, apparently. And the only available choices of gender are binary. And again, maybe some ideas might be a little bit offensive, I don't know. Despite the game's age, the modding community is still very active. With mods, you can transition your gender. You can choose what surname you take when you get married. You could download some more gender-neutral clothing, maybe. There are also people that convert items from The Sims 4 into The Sims 2. Not sure how legal that is, but it's a thing. And even if you play without custom content or mods, enough time has passed from the 2000s that things have gone into fashion, out of fashion, and back into fashion again. I made this room without any mods, and I think it kind of is. So, what do you think? I truly think The Sims 2 is underrated. While it isn't actively sold anymore, you can still get it and play it, but I'm not sure of the legality of that, so I won't be the one to advise you. Google, however, can. And don't be shy to send me screenshots of you playing. I'm going to make a Sims 2 channel on my Discord, which there'll be a link for that in the description, so we can chat about it. I also want to point you in the direction of Call Me Kevin's Sims 2 series, because I love Kevin, I love The Sims 2, I love representation of The Sims 2 nowadays. I'm a Plumbella stan through and through, we already know this. She's done videos on each of The Sims 2 expansion packs. You can find out more information on her channel. Of course, check out Only Abido Ang's channel and check out the videos he made about The Sims 2 and the differences between The Sims 3 and The Sims 4. And my friend Brad is planning on making a video about The Sims franchise as a whole. Look at this gif I made to bully him. Thank you so much for watching. I upload videos every 2 to 3 weeks or so, and so I'll see you soon.